Hello, viewers. You're welcome to another beautiful episode of Entrepreneurship TV, where we have a vision to build the next generation of entrepreneurs by equipping them with the skills and knowledge they require to become all they've always thought and dreamed about. My name is Vincent Hope, your entrepreneurship and business coach. Today, we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship development, the importance of continuous learning. Who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is one who starts a business or who owns a business. So, an entrepreneur is one who is in the business of business, if you can understand what I mean by that. So, and what do you mean by a business? That business can be a small business, just a cold store, a provision store, a shoe repair store, or even a small catering store. Any business that's owned by an individual or started by an individual, that person is considered to be an entrepreneur. So, one of the skills that an entrepreneur must develop, must have, is the skill of continuous learning. If you want to grow in your entrepreneurship journey, you want to be like the likes of Dangote, you want to be like the likes of Elon Musk, you want to be like the likes of Bill Gates, you must imbibe the skill of continuous learning so that every time you learn something new, you can apply it to your business. Let's take an example. When I first started business myself, one of the first skills I learned was money management skills. I learned how to be disciplined with my finances. I learned how to save and build up my cash reserve. And since I didn't have any business background because my father was in the military, I had to learn it somehow. So I got a book called The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. From that book, I learned money management skills. I learned how to save. I did not stop there. I went further. I got the book on Rich Dad Poor Dad, which was written by the famous author Robert Kiyosaki. And I also read the follow-up book Cash Flow Quadrant. There, I learned and understood the difference of being an employee, being self-employed, becoming a business owner, and also being an investor. At that time, I knew I had passed the stage of being an employee because I already had a business of my own. I was not self-employed because I already had staff who were working for me. So from there, I began to understand how to transit from being a business owner to an investor, which I did not know before. So I began to apply those strategies. After then, I read another very powerful book, one of the books that had a great impact in my life. That's the book by Lee Iacocca, who was the biography of Lee Iacocca, who was able to transform Chrysler Motors from almost a dead company to a thriving one that became very profitable. From there, I learned the skills of management. I learned the skills of team building. I learned the skills of discipline. I began to apply that to my business and I saw my business continue to grow. After that book, I went for the book by Jack Welch, one of the best famous legendary management experts. The book was called Jack Welch and the GE Way, General Electric Way. That book was fantastic. And that book, I learned about management. I cemented my skills on management, on team building, on picking up a successful. I grew my leadership skills from that book. That was that was a fantastic book. After then, I moved on. I went to get the book on the HP Way, written by Bill Hellworth, Bill Hellworth, um, and David Packard. That book, the HP Way, how HP built their brand. I learned about branding, the company branding. I also learned about organizational culture. I began to implement that in my business. I began to teach my staff, putting a system of culture of excellence, training them how to attend to customers. So that greatly improved our services, our customer delivery, and our clients were speaking positively about us. So I learned so many skills from all these books I read, and I continue to apply them. I also read the book by Jim Collins, The Good to the Great, how good companies, where after the management applied time tested management principles, saw how those companies transform those companies from just similarly average companies to very great successes. So all the skills, all this knowledge I learned from these books, I applied to my business, and I discovered my business was growing and became more and more successful. So as an entrepreneur, if you want your business to be successful, to want your business to grow and become big and large and more successful, you have to abide the culture and the desire of continuous learning. As you do so, you see your business become very successful. So my name remains Vincent Hope. So like we said before, we want to get this learning, these skills, these teachings to 1 million subscribers. So all you can help us to get there by subscribing to this channel, like and share on Facebook, share on Instagram, share on WhatsApp, share on different social media handles so that we can get it to reach so many people. So thank you for watching. Do have a blessed day.